What's up guys, this is Heiss, and it's time for another whistle video, though this one is pretty special. Over the summer, I was able to acquire a new and rare whistle, an Atlantic Coastline 6-chime. There's only really one modern-ish recording of one on the internet that I've been able to find, and they're ridiculously cool sounding whistles. So how did I end up getting one? Tim Parks, one of our many high school friends, now an in-person friend of mine, had been showing off a whole pile of whistles that he had acquired in my Discord. We got to talking and he sent me a picture of this whistle, asking to identify it. I asked a few friends and found out it was in fact an ACL6. Tim had bought the whistles he had shown from a woman named Rose, who was the widow of Bill Dobbs. Bill was a longtime railroad collector and live steam fan. He had a 7.5-inch gauge K36, alongside many models of rear grand power and many smaller scales. Rose had expressed her desire that the items that Bill collected would just go get used and loved on steam locomotives. As such, I put down an offer that had matched Tim's on the other whistles, with the promise that the whistle would go on rear grand power, and be heard by more people than likely many other whistles ever would be, thanks to you, the audience here on YouTube. This all happened in the fall of 2024, but I had to pick up the whistle from Tim at Train Mountain, which was the explicit reason why Brett and I drove out there in the first place. Just for a vessel to carry the large and valuable 6-chime back without worry. Once we got it back to Colorado, I took it to the museum to assess it, and we learned it is an authentic ACL 6-chime, originally off of the 964, a gorgeous looking 10-wheeler. There's a second number stamped on it as well, 1687, which would be an ACL 462 that likely wore the whistle later in its own life. The whistle bowl has an integrated horizontal button valve, and it wasn't super clear how good the seat was right away, so I lapped it and then I blued it to check to see how it was. I was bummed to find quite the large steam cut in the seat and the valve body, part of the complex casting that makes up the bowl. I lapped it as best as I could for a test on air, and I was kind of shocked it actually held any pressure at all. Send it! Oh, the valve holds air. A few months go by, and our shop machinist volunteer Ricky was able to turn the seat. I'm an apprentice machinist at best, and I did not want to mess up the valve seat on something this rare and historic. Another pass at lapping later, and it was ready for steam. We'd been anticipating putting the whistle on 491, especially giving Bill's fondness for the DNRGW K classes, but we also wanted to make sure that we could hear it on steam and see how it did, and 491's tender wasn't quite done. After quite a bit of pleading and begging, the world-famous Jeff Taylor let me put the whistle on RGS 20 for one day only. This ended up being quite the challenge. 20's whistle lever that she normally uses doesn't have threaded ends, so you can't swap it readily, and with the high steam dome mount, it meant the angles would be all kinds of goofy, especially considering the way that the lever on the ACL6 is set up, upwards only. So we tied some rope and ran it through the roof hatch and prayed for the best. You've got me a nipple? I'm gonna need that. You've got my name on your shirt.
Wrong Huber, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is God's best whistle pull.
Hi.
That'll work. All right, well, tie it up. I'm gonna need all that steam pressure for the whistle. Yeah. Could you go open up the whistle valve for me?
Gladly. Good.
Yeah. We're gonna make loud noises. Open. Well, hey, it doesn't sound like it leaks, so that's good.
Yeah, it ain't no whoop.
How much pressure we got? 150? That's more than I had my whistle for.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, loud noises. I don't know if this rope's gonna work. Nope. Well, it turns out that random rope that we have lying around the museum isn't the best for this purpose. A couple of tests and some new rope later, and we've got it. Okay. New cord installed. We're gonna give it a go. This is stretching like mad too. If only we had a lever for this. It worked for two.
How's it work?
It did. Right. Tippy taps. Come to acquire bigger rope. We have rope. We have chicken tendies. We're gonna play with the whistle.
Lamp oil.
Bombs?
Bombs.
You want it? We've had our Tylenol. Okay, so we've had two ropes, yes, but what about a third rope? It's actually kind of stout, and we doubled it up. Gonna try that, see what happens. This whistle sounds spectacularly cool to me. It's like a more violent Reading 6 chime. It's something that screams East Coast and get the hell out of my way at the same time. Hearing it on Steam was truly magical for both myself and my good friend Jersey, who was visiting just to hear this whistle on Steam. All that said, this one's for Bill. Okay, loud noises! Yeah, giggle time. Simple caveman like loud noise, It
didn't help that I got hit with a tornado in the face.
Oh, that happens. I like loud noises.
We both like loud noises.
I like
Everybody
big loud.
likes loud noises.
We like. I'm gonna be giggling all the way home today. When I asked Jeff if we could go chase the daily train and do a couple laps so that we could go get some water in 20, and mostly so I could blow some grade crossings with the whistle, he said yes. So here's the footage from that.
Crossing's clear.
Crossing's clear. Well, you ready to be broken forever? Sure. You know the rules. As soon as I get the high ball here. Good? I'm gonna have to yank back this way on it, but the crossing's yours.
Oh.
Come on in, buddy. The water's fine.
Alright. Tell me when.
Yep.
Clear crossing.
Clear. not gonna run into them.
I don't see them at the crossing either.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know.
Are they behind us? Alright, well, I'll just keep sneaking.
I think they're up the hill. On the hill, I should say, back there.
Okay, cool. Then we got plenty of open road in front of us. Good iron?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Big Al is over by the other crossing.
Okay. At Juanita?
Yes.
Cool. We'll keep out of their way.
Good iron.
Good iron.
Clear crossing.
Clear crossing. I guess you have to stand for this whistle, huh? Well, that's just too much fun. I think her hat is clogged up on you. Because a lot of the smoke's coming out the sides. God damn it, 20. Yes, I know you need your handheld, sweetie.
Good iron.
Good iron. Any sights of them?
No.
Okay.
Two more good iron.
Two more good iron. Thank God no one's running around throwing these switches on this railroad.
They're at the crossing.
At the crossing. Captain, what's got in your head that's got you in such a fine mood? We're catching up. Over. You guys are stopping this lap, correct? Over. 10-4, we'll be stopping up top at the water tank, right behind you.
Not clear.
Crossing is not clear.
Hey, now it is.
Crossing is now clear. Hey, head.
I see the ass end of the train.
You can see the ass end of the train.
It's on the hill.
It's on the hill. you still see them? Where are they at, Quentin?
Can't see them.
Okay.
Like they're clear of the fire crossing.
Clear of the fire crossing. I can't thank Rose, the belated Bill, Tim, Jersey, and CJ Holden for helping with all of this. CJ and Jersey identified the whistle, and Tim made the transaction possible. Rose let Bill's whistle go for an extremely reasonable price. I could never afford what this whistle's actually worth. I've received more than one 5-figure offer about the whistle after posting pictures of it. To honor both Rose and Bill, I'm going to keep it and run it on our engines when I can. It's truly beautiful and a powerful sounding whistle. If I ever end up parting with it, it'll be such that the ACL Historical Society can have it, but I kind of doubt I'm going to ever let it go. I promised Rose that the whistle would be loved and heard by many, and that's, as always, thanks to y'all, the viewers. Who knows, maybe we'll get to hear it down in Durango on one of their Ks when we're visiting with the 20 this winter. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time.